it's all abandoned. Prospero's magic is all abandoned. Oh, here it is. This is these are not unlinked. These are linked moments here. This is Act 4, Scene 1. Act 4, Scene 1 around line 140. Excuse me. So look how this works. Look how this goes. How they continue. This is Act 4, Scene 1 around line 140. Look how these moments, these lines flow together here. Enter certain reapers, properly habited. They join with the nymphs in a graceful dance, towards the end whereof Prospero starts suddenly and speaks, after which, to a strange howl and confused noise, they heavily vanish. There are just a few lines of stage direction in the text, but actually that was one of the moments, of which there are several, in which an elaborate mask would have been performed on stage for the audience. So they're caught up in that. Right? They're caught up in it. Prospero, however, says, I had forgot. And so it's his, he starts. And the reason he starts is because his magic is starting to break down. I had forgot that foul conspiracy of the beast Caliban and his confederates against my life. The minute of their plot is all miscount. The spirits, well done, avoid no more. For again, since this strange my father's and some passion that works him strongly. Never till this day saw I him touched with anger so distempered. So Miranda, who has lived with Prospero on the island and has been his intellectual puppet, as it were, says, this is different, this is strange now. Something's happened. Right? The mask has collapsed. Prospero has forgotten. His daughter is, underneath. Of course, there's her boyfriend right there. Something's changing. And then Prospero says the most famous lines, in fact, the most beautiful lines in the play. You do look, my son, in a naked sort, as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended. These our actors, as I foretold you. For all spirits now melted into air, thin air, and let the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherit shall dissolve, and like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. Sir, I'm vexed, bear with my weakness, my old brain is troubled. So in a moment, right? If we go from his forgetting to his abandoning everything. But look what happens, you see. Within that moment, look what happens. As he abandons his mastery, the actor, playing Prospero, would literally point for the audience, would point it around him like that. Of course, we know that because he says this pun, the great globe itself. And suddenly he reminds the audience that these are our actors, as I foretold you. And that what they've been looking at. He says, just the way the mask collapsed. The mask has collapsed. But look where you are. You're in a theater. And so Prospero renounces his magic. As he does it, he points to the theater itself as the institution which can hardly be, which they are in right at that moment, which has been responsible, not Prospero himself, not even Shakespeare himself, which has been responsible for everything they've experienced, everything they've seen. He says, look, you really can't get out of it. It's the whole world, the globe itself, this theater, and the larger world. It's all a big theater in which dreams are being played out. That's it. There's no more. That's where we are. So, is this play about the New World? It's about the New World as a kind of an effect, a theatrical effect. A theatrical effect, like the storm at the beginning, of which Shakespeare thinks is interesting in this kind of a way of stimulating thoughts and feelings. But in the end, for him, the New World is just a special effect. It's just something you can suggest in the theater. That's how the Tempest works. It's a play which asks you to think about distant, exotic places like the New World before returning to the fundamental reality, which is your being up here. Any questions or comments? Does anyone remember what Trinculo? Oh, by the way, I should tell you this. There's a new movie coming out of The Tempest. And it stars Helen Mirren as Prospera. And that, who's that English comic? Get into
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand, he's going to be Trinculo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So,
That is disgusting.
Trinculo and his associates first discover Caliban. They say, what's this? What's this? And they think, oh, it's a monster. They think it's a foreign monster, like those men with their hands on their chests that I drew for the board. I drew on the board the other day. Then the next thing they say is, well, this is great. We could take him back to London and sell him. In fact, show him off. In fact, even a dead Indian in London, you can get money for that. And so you see, it's the same thing. You think you found you're running into something exotic, desperately different than other, but then it gets folded back into the actual presentation. Even Canada, we want to think of as the native exemplar, is really just a piece of London entertainment that could be thought of that way. Always bringing it back. Okay, thanks a lot. So we'll see a presentation on
Wednesday.